After the media symposium on climate change, the press were taken on tour. Various projects the Chinese government has in place to cut carbon emissions were seen. Some of the projects include wind farm, solar power site, and waste treatment industry. Also seen was the first landfill site that was turned into an ecology park only last year. The park is above 9 billion tons of urban waste underground.
Every city in the world, from Lagos to London to Beijing, has big rubbish dumps. And one of the problems is that the gas that comes off them, methane, is a greenhouse gas which helps global warming. But it also can be used, rather than a negative, it can be a positive, and it can be used to fire power stations. And we're actually standing here in the entrance hall of a power station in Hangzhou, which is a city about 100 miles from Shanghai, which uses the methane gas that comes off a gigantic rubbish dump, which is very closely controlled, and uses it to produce electricity.
It was an interesting exchange of views on how cities in different countries are responding to climate change and how journalists can report the subject effectively.
One of the things we can do is take away back to our own countries a knowledge, in some cases fairly detailed knowledge, of what other countries are doing in terms of practical programs to combat global warming and what maybe some countries are not doing. For example, journalists from Africa could take back knowledge of what the Chinese government is doing and ask their own governments, are we doing something?
The Chinese government may not be doing as much as expected, but climate watchers say its efforts should be commended. In Shanghai, China, Vivian Irikefi, STV News.